Today is World Sickle Cell Day. It's a way to bring attention to a genetic condition that causes red blood cells to change shape, get clogged up in different parts of the body.
And it can lead to severe pain, hospitalization, and complications, including death. But right here in Northeast Ohio, there's recently been some really promising progress in treating that disease in the search for a potential cure.
Danielle lives large.
I've been snorkeling, I've been ziplining. I wanted to go skydiving just to prove to myself that I could do it.
The aspiring actress dreams of being an action star.
I want to do stunts like Tom Cruise. I think it's so cool. I'm an adrenaline junkie.
She even left her home in Cleveland to try and make it big in Los Angeles. But there was one big setback to her dreams.
I had no support system. I would have to crawl to my car and take myself to the hospital.
Danielle has sickle cell anemia, a genetic disease that contorts your blood cells into a sickle shape so they get stuck together, causing severe pain. It can be triggered by certain conditions, like being too cold, too dehydrated, too stressed, not getting enough sleep, or even the change of the seasons.
She is always living beyond her body was able to allow her to do.
A sickle cell crisis in the wrong part of the body, like the heart or brain, can be deadly. It's affected every aspect of Danielle's life.
I would have an A in the class, and the minute I'm in the hospital for like a week or two, now the classes want to fail me because they have an attendance policy. It took me 9 years to graduate.
Her doctor, Robbie Hanna, is the same one she's been seeing since she was a kid. He says because there's a shortage of adult hematologists, he was the one to tell her about a clinical trial that might help. But Danielle was unsure.
I was afraid that I would end up worse off than what I was because I know sickle cell. I know, I kind of know the drill.
With an action role in mind, she finally got on board. Then, using gene editing technology, doctors withdrew Danielle's stem cells, separating them into their component parts. They sent her DNA off to be rewritten by the gene editing technology known as CRISPR. The new stem cells would tell her body to make healthy round red blood cells instead of the sickle cells that could sickle. While that was happening, Danielle had plenty more to do.
I had to freeze my eggs because this can lead to infertility. I'm in a big family. I was the only child. So, I want 6 to 8 kids.
She also had to have her remaining stem cells destroyed by chemotherapy to make room before the rewritten stem cells were put back into her body, then left to do their work.
You get the transfusion of the cells, and then you wait until the new cells kind of establish home inside the bone marrow and the growth. And that takes around a month.
Now Danielle only deals with some residual pain from the damaged sickle cell already caused. Pain so minor, she says, she can treat it with Motrin. And she's ready to dive back into living her life to the fullest.
I am itching to go skydiving, honestly.
Get it, Danielle. Isn't that fabulous?
Right?
She was just released from the hospital after receiving that gene therapy treatment 7 months ago. She says she hasn't had a pain crisis or been hospitalized since.
And there's more. The doctor told us a second patient in this trial hasn't had a crisis for a full year. You can learn more about the trial and next steps in this story on the News 5 app. People are strong. People are smart.
Yeah.
Wow.